Hey everyone! Finally, the announcement that many of us Conan Exiles players were waiting for is out. The Isle of Siptah DLC, or should I call it a better name, expansion, is out. The announcement, of course. This expansion is going to be released the 15th September as early access only for PC for now, okay? Really soon, so the 15th. And why it's not coming out yet for the consoles, let's talk about it in a while. Okay, let's watch together this announcement trailer at bits. I wanna comment a couple of things. Of course, through this video I'm not gonna tell you a bunch of things because I'm under NDA. Go figure out what does that mean, okay? So I have a bunch of things to tell you on this video, right? So my opinions and my 2 cents about the community reactions actually. So let's watch a little bit of this trailer for whoever didn't watch it yet. Probably most of you have watched it already, so yeah. So I think it's a great trailer actually.
The Isle of Siptah introduces a whole new way of
this stuff, okay? So we see a black tower, and I think people talked about the tower, the elephant tower, because there was like a contest like a while ago about the tower of the elephant and such, and then we see like some black tentacles up in the sky above the tower. This thing is pretty scary, but yes, it's in this map, as you can see, and it's kind of crazy things happen here. Yeah, you haven't seen anything, guys, trust me.
Of playing Conan Exiles with new environments, creatures, mounts.
See, rhino mount. So we, on the Exilands, we only have like horses, and then these guys show us we can mount now on rhinos, which is pretty cool.
And new materials for the cities of your dreams.
You see? I think someone was telling, why didn't you add also new building pieces? I don't think they paid attention, because as you can see, new building pieces are in, and they are pretty cool. As you can see, the yellow things, the yellow windows, are some sort of glass windows, it looks like, you see. And then you have these characters here, so new armors as well. So every DLC expansion brings out new armors. So you have this big extra with the map. And they also announced that it's gonna be like $19 for the early access on the PC, which in my opinion actually it's not that expensive for what you get. So the cosmetic DLCs are like except for one of the DLCs that is like this cheaper than that, the cosmetic DLCs are like $9.99. $9, $10 is like, compared with this, it's like you pay more $10, even though I know that it's hard for many people like me to pay a certain amount for just games, I know. But $19, $20 for what you get on this expansion in early access, okay, probably the final product. So the full release is gonna be in early 21 for all platforms, okay, including consoles and the PC itself. It's not that much. Probably it's gonna be like $30 and like $29. I don't know. I have no idea yet. Okay, I didn't about the price, the final price yet. The thing is that for what you get, not only the cosmetic stuff, okay, so the building parts and the armors, because in the base game you always have the alternatives. You have plenty to choose from, okay, the weapons, the armor, the building pieces, and if you play on the PC you have even mods okay, that even improve the base game stuff. So you don't really feel the need to buy the DLCs unless you want to like spice up your gameplay, or if you are like a base building lover, you want like really to get the pieces or even the armor pieces and such for like the extra stuff. The thing is that you get the new map, and not only the map itself, the terrain, but you get plenty more things. Okay, new adventures. So for more $10, it's not asking that much, considering the amount of time and work behind this, because I know the developers worked well to put all this map up, trust me, and recruiting beta testers for this stuff. No, it's just a long process, okay, behind this, and you know, finding out bugs and such. Trust me, it is worth every cent of it. And it's not something, don't expect they won't charge for this kind of stuff, okay? They will charge for this. And yes, it doesn't mean that they won't be keeping adding free updates or like free stuff to the base game. They probably will, as they did in the past, okay? But they didn't say anything that they won't be releasing paid DLCs, okay, like the cosmetic stuff. So that's pretty optional for you to expand your gameplay. Okay, you don't have to like to pay for this stuff if you don't want to. You can just keep playing the game. But yes, I think it is worth paying for this kind of stuff. So let's keep going.
Explore dark dungeons.
And
uncover the mysteries of the island's black heart.
Yeah. Some ugly creatures. Yeah. Nightmare fuel.
Starving and thirsty, you must learn to survive on the mysterious isle of Siptah.
Basic stuff.
Explore the landscape. From
really pretty. And from what I've seen, this is one of my favorite environments, okay, with these autumnal looking trees. This is something where I would likely settle a base at. Definitely.
wreck-strewn beaches and hidden coves, to dense forests and ancient ruins.
Tree houses and
Fight
ruins.
the savage beasts that inhabit the island. Scout the island on horseback, or charge headlong into the fight on the back of the new rhinoceros. Salvage shipwrecks to build your first shelter, and take advantage of mighty redwoods for added protection. But beware, for a vicious storm rages at the heart of the island, and otherworldly horrors stalk within.
This is not the common sandstorm you were used to, okay? This looks pretty dangerous, and see the teeth of that monster. So as if you didn't have to worry about the storm itself, okay? Enough. Now you have like these ugly creatures around, and they look pretty dangerous. So
Traveling or building within the storm will attract the attention
what the hell
of
is
powerful
that?
enemies from the outer void. Inspired by the ancient structures of the
Did you see this?
powerful enemies from the outer void.
They are destroying the bases.
Inspired
If
by
you have the
ancient
base
structures
building
of the island,
destruction
you can construct a mighty
active
fortress
in a server.
and strike forth
Yeah.
from a bastion of strength. In the struggle for dominance with other castaways, you will need thralls to fuel your war machine.
Tall mountains and such.
Unlocking the mysteries of the island are the keys to its domination and the key to getting thralls.
new things to explore. Looks like dungeons, stuff to discover. That's gonna be pretty cool. Underwater stuff.
And fight your way through ancient vaults, the last bastions of the elder races, and uncover their knowledge. In the depths of the vaults, you will discover great treasures and sigils of power.
These structures look so pretty.
Erupt from the Black Tower at the heart of the island, which summon groups of humans.
Holy crap! That's like so cool.
You must defeat many enemies before you can capture some as thralls, but be ready to defend yourself from challengers.
You see all those things, all those NPCs just fell from the sky. It's kind of crazy. You don't see that in the Exile lands. Like, it's pretty exciting.
The battle for control will be ruthless, and only the strongest will survive.
Yuck. So as you can see, it's not only a simple map itself to explore, but together with the map itself, it seems like you have new dungeons to explore and new fierce creatures and the things you see here. So I won't tell you more, of course, but I think if you are able to, don't miss the developer stream really happening soon. Also keep an eye if you follow my channel, and even if you don't, but you are watching this video soon, from day 15 I'm gonna start uploading Conan Exiles videos through the month, hopefully, about the Isle of Siptah, and I actually have already one video ready to be published from day 15, okay? Once this Isle of Siptah in early access launches, I'm able to publish one of the videos that I'm actually doing a showcase, like a preview of the things in general that are coming out together with this map, okay, with this expansion, for you to have a general idea of what you can find on this map, okay. So now I want to express my opinions, not only about this stuff that is coming out, but also about the community reactions, okay, in its whole. From what I've seen, okay, on Twitter and like in all the platforms as well. One thing about this expansion, about getting paid, as I was talking in the middle of the trailer already, I do not disagree about this getting paid, being paid expansion, considering the amount of work that was put and the effort that was put behind this expansion, okay. So yes, in the past we didn't have to pay for the rest, for parts of games. There weren't like many expansions coming out for games, or like there were free patches for games in a way, and such. I understand. So nowadays it's like not really like that anymore. I understand, and life isn't easy for many of us. But how, yes, who pays 40 euros or $40 for a game can pay 20 more for an extra part of the game? Yeah, it's not really that. But in this case, I think like the Isle of Siptah, I can tell that it's more than just a simple DLC. It's not, if you ever play like Sims, you have like those expansion packs or stuff packs that add like content that you can add to the base game, like objects and like clothing and such, like pretty much a cosmetic DLC, but you have like those extra items that give you extra features. It's not only that, okay? It's a whole new map, like with brand new adventures where you can explore and do more things. So it's like almost a new game. They could have released this as a standalone game almost, but as it contains features from the base game, they won't be doing that, of course. It will be like Conan Exiles 2, but that's not gonna happen, okay? So this is pretty much an expansion, let's say almost an expansion of the Exile lands, but not really the Exile lands, because it's a completely different map. It's a separate map, okay? So I do not really disagree with the fact that this is not for free, okay? There's people complaining, but, you know, I don't think this should be really for free. And who knows if some of the features brought on this Isle of Siptah are going to be actually for free later on who owns the base game. You know, who knows that? I'm not gonna get into details, or not sure about it, but who knows if they are going to implement some of the features of the Isle of Siptah later in a big patch into the game itself. That's gonna be really cool if they do that. So I don't know yet, but you know, the extra stuff into this, like, it's kinda cool. And actually, for whoever plays on the PC, I think this opens doors to the modders. Because I've seen in the past, actually there's actually one mod that even expands the Exile lands to a little more, like opens a part of the Exile lands, I think by the northern side of the map, on the snow area above it, that opens that part, so it expands the Exile lands a bit, which is kinda cool actually. So mods open the doors, and I don't think that mods will gonna make it to the consoles ever, but if they will make it, that's gonna be cool for people playing consoles. I'm not sure why, but I suppose that there's a reason why the developers didn't decide to put this as early access on consoles yet. Okay, there should be a logic reason why they didn't want to release the Isle of Siptah expansion for the consoles as early access, day 15 of September. I'm not a console player since my young teen days, and I really enjoyed playing on consoles, so I have nothing against console players, like at all. Okay, I can tell that playing on PC has a lot of advantages. Alright, it tends to be a more expensive way of gaming. Okay, and eventually if something breaks, you have to replace pieces and such. But it's like, it opens doors for many things, okay? And mods, you will find a way of modding stuff and modding games way more like accessible on the PC, and you have more freedom on the PC, okay, to do many more things than you have on the console, and for many more reasons, okay? I think games look better on the PC, and you know, I just don't play on consoles anymore, even though I've enjoyed a lot, okay? And if I grab a controller to play a game, I don't know how to play Tomb Raider on the PC without a controller. I don't know how to play Spyro the Dragon without a controller, alright? Because I was used to play those games on the console, so yeah, I don't blame you. What happens is that I know there's a lot of frustration behind the Conan Exiles players, the consoles players, okay? The console players. They've crossed through frustration with the servers being down and such, with bugs, and yes, I came across with plenty issues as a player that plays this game since basically the beginning, I went through a lot of frustrating things as an admin of a server from a friend. Okay, I was an admin on a server for more than 1 year. Okay, and the game was under early access, okay, on alpha stage, and was a lot of trouble with plenty things, okay, bugs and things disappearing and, server issues, okay. I know the hassle, and yes, it's really frustrating. And even though Funcom doesn't stop working to fix plenty bugs, okay, serious bugs and other problems and server problems as well, there are always issues. Even I'm not kissing anyone's ass, licking anyone's boots, okay, because let's be real, okay, there are other games where there are many bugs that we always wish that were fixed since day one, and there are problems, and they are not going to touch in certain coding of the engine, okay, like base coding, and there are server problems, okay, and even in other games that will affect PvP, that will affect the times that it takes for you to get in the server, and sometimes servers disappear and you end to lose a lot of progress. And in consoles that should be a huge mess, I know, okay, I know what it is to lose progress and maybe to not get a reply to every of your questions, alright. So I find that Funcom is actually okay in communicating with the community. I don't know about the forums because I don't post there much. Okay, I've posted there a bit, but overall I don't have any much complaints about them. The thing is that it doesn't mean that they don't read the complaints of people. They actually, I believe they read, because they have community managers that may take care of that. The thing is that there should be things that they may not be able to solve like right away, or it's like there are problems with servers and such, even in other games that may be a mess. And I think not only with servers but bugs that should be like taken care of before adding more stuff, because new content means probably new bugs and new problems. And I think on the PC it's likely easier to solve certain things, okay? It's faster to solve stuff, okay? And I know that probably mostly part of the player base is currently on the PlayStation, at least. Not sure about the Xbox, but on the PlayStation, okay? I know that this is messing up with people's ads, that this Isle of Siptah is making people nervous because they cannot play it yet on the console. But understand the fact that there were a few games that were exclusive for console, and some development teams decided they wanted to port the games to the PC. Patience is the key, okay? And I'm not gonna talk a crap about a development team just because I have to wait for it to be released to my favorite platform. Okay, probably I'm not gonna be happy about it. Why didn't they release it already for the PC? That there should be a reason for that, okay? We don't know the reason, what's happening in the background. In this case, this particular case, okay, releasing Conan Exiles Isle of Siptah expansion as early access first for the PC and fully launching it for the entire platforms only in early 21. So let me tell you, there was a process of beta testing the game before releasing it the 15th September as early access for the public. Okay, it doesn't mean that you know, it's not ready. Okay, it's ready for publicity, for launching it to the public. Okay, as early access. Okay, so let's say things are ready to go. Many things were adjusted and bugs were reported and fixed. Okay, that's one of the things that not only me but other people, a small group of people did. All right, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't need a bigger stress test. So there will be a bigger group of testers that will be the public, in this case the PC players, that are going to probably figure out more issues, and there's gonna be a second stage of adjustments until it's gonna be fully launched. All right. And the thing is that releasing this in this stage for the consoles, it's gonna bring more problems, probably. Okay, you know, with new content, new problems may appear, and since there's been a bunch of problems with servers and with bugs and such for the consoles, it's better for the developers to have a little bit more time to solve a couple of issues on the consoles before launching this Isle of Siptah on the consoles. And you know, if they have to release frequent patches to patch Isle of Siptah expansion to the consoles, you know, it may be a little complicated because of the waiting times. I've heard about this, I'm not sure, but I've heard that every time a development team wants to patch a game, okay, wants to update their games on the console, even if the game is in early access, okay, an alpha game, they have to wait for example, in the case of the PlayStation, they have to wait for the approval of their patch, for the approval of Sony, to patch their games, okay, and that may take a while. Okay, it's probably gonna take more time than the approval of Steam to patch their game or something like that. Okay, it may take more time to do that, and that's gonna be an hassle for not only the development team but also for players, okay, that want to play the game. Fully launching this Isle of Siptah, you know, when mostly, or at least all the bugs and adjustments are done, I think the console players are going to have a better and more stable experience. Okay, but as you know, I think the PC players are going always to have a bigger advantage in many things, okay, in many games, okay, so I'm not saying this because I'm privileged, because I have a PC to play, okay? That's the truth, okay? We PC players will always have a certain kind of advantage in terms of that. But that doesn't mean you have to, like, keep bashing the development team every time they make some kind of effort to bring more content, okay? It's great to have new content, okay? And to announce new content. No matter how long they will come up with it, at least they are doing what the rumors were saying, like a good time ago about a new map. Okay, they talk about mounts. Okay, long ago, they could have put mounts a long time ago, but they finally brought mounts. There's always something that has to keep up with this game, okay? You've done many things on the game, so there's always something that has to be done to spice up the game. And I believe that they will keep going to release these paid DLCs, and not meaning keep releasing new maps in the future, maybe, who knows, maybe more cosmetic DLCs, there's a chance for that. But, you know, the modders will keep working on new mods, at least. And I don't know, but this game opened doors for this stuff, for extra content. And they will keep patching the game, likely. So I don't think this game will stop by here, no matter what. And And I want to talk about something else that it's kind of fun, and it's not every time, and at least this time, there's like no Conan without complaints. And people are already complaining about the fact that they may have to start a new character in the games from scratch if they get this Isle of Siptah expansion. Come on, if you have time to play the game already, you may have time to start from the zero. If a person plans to start their game in the Isle of Siptah at level 60, like already with their character boosted, they won't be going to experience like many things in the game, because there's like a point on this map. Okay, the target on this map is for you to experience, to fully experience, to go for an adventure and experience the whole thing. Is not like to get started already with your character fully advanced already. What's the fun of it if you are not gonna plan to experience? It's like me going to single player and go to the admin panel, put myself already on level 60 and like make myself in full stats and be super strong and skip many parts. It's not fun, and go straight to the dungeons. It's not fun at all. And trust me, my experience of gameplay once I started to test and play on this map was really great. It was a new thing, okay? It looked like I almost was playing a different game, even though with the same base. And I found that some people wanted this to be almost like Ark. I've played little time of Ark, but from what I know, you can like jump or teleport yourself from one map to another. I don't think it would make much sense for you to jump from one map to another from what I've seen. Okay, the developers didn't tell me details about this, but I'm not going to tell you any details about this yet. But I think some people want to be able to teleport themselves from the Isle of Siptah to the Exile lands, like for not losing the characters, to start all over and such. And they think that in the same server they will have access to both maps. I don't think that will work that way. I think there should be there may be like servers running the Isle of Siptah and others with the Exile lands. I think that should be working that way. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, if they will be working with both maps for people who don't own the expansion. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but I don't have info on that. Like, it doesn't make much sense for you to have access to the Exile lands if you are going to play with your character in the Exile, in the Isle of Siptah. Because your character is supposed to be in the Exile lands, but by an unfortunate event, it ends in the Isle of Siptah, okay? It doesn't even reach to the Exile lands, but it's supposed to be there. So it doesn't have really access to the Exile lands. Or you start in Exile lands or the Isle of Siptah. You cannot be in both places. So I'm not gonna really go into details. But people have tend to want things, take things by granted, and want things be made easy, okay? Not everything has to be easy, okay? And I guarantee you that you're gonna have a challenge, alright? And even for experienced players on the Exile lands, okay, on Conan Exiles, the base game, I faced a few challenges, but it's pretty playable. I'm a solo player. I like to play solo. And, this map gave me a bunch of challenges. Yeah, just pay attention. Okay, after day 15, I have a video ready, and if you have the chance to watch developer stream, otherwise just watch it later. They are going probably to feature things from content creators, Okay, thank you so much for your time. And, you know, I think development teams, you know, have their ups and downs. And yes, I believe that they probably haven't made great decisions in the past. They did not. But some stuff were pretty cool from them. And I mean, this is one of my favorite games ever. And the game is pretty as hell. And the art is stunning. And it's great that they have been following parts of the story from the books, okay? And it's interesting following the game lore itself that you find. The bits of game lore in the map is really cool. And even if you are not able to survive the challenges that the map offers, you know, you can always go through other alternatives, build a nice base, or just go and, you know, and okay, my phone died.